BSBI and BSBI organizer to offer my opportunity to stay here and to present my paper. This is the topic, Digital Transformation Challenges and Transformational Leadership, the case study of Đèo Cả Group in Vietnam. I have experience as the vice president of this company, both insider. Now I'm just consultant, far away. The $5 billion company. They account for 59% of infrastructure investment in the transport sector in Vietnam. And then you know that a very big company, they have a collaboration everywhere. They are going to set up the office in Berlin soon. Yeah? I like the practical issue. I don't trust that robot can take over the leadership role because digital transformation include ethical issue. The leadership that take care of the human being welfare. Maybe robot cannot do that. Yeah, that's why I take care of. I look at the digital transformation from the leadership perspective, management science perspective, not from technical perspective. Yes, the background. Yeah, in Vietnam's digital transformation, it's considered like a life and death for the economy. And then the Vietnamese government, they declare that they want to transform the whole economy with digital transformation, with the core of artificial intelligence. But the problem is that at macro level, they are very strong, but at micro level, no study. That's why I want to fill the gap of previous study. No study before. That's why I want to look at the micro level of how the company deal with the digital transformation in the case of this company. Yeah. And the second thing that I want to see that only transformational leadership, they can bring the radical change in digital transformation. That's why I want to connect digital transformation challenges and transformational leadership theory. That's very interesting. And then I look at individual case. I have opportunity to interview with the president of this company and at different level, and then collect the database for the long time for this company. And I use the case study approach. It means that I have a primary data, interview with them, second data, financial, managerial report, everything. Yeah. In addition, I collaborate with my friends here. It's Balas. We use a mathematical logical model to see how to transform the whole organization from logical mathematical perspective for the case study, this case study. You know that the case study can be like an inductive approach from case study to theory, from case study to model of development. Yeah? And this is a comprehensive model of digital transformation, yeah? Proposed by Harvard, by the author here from Harvard Business Review. First, you start from the people, data, insight, action, result. The whole process includes technology, data science, people, culture, new way of doing things. Many people think very simply. Yeah? Artificial intelligence, only technical people. No, this is wrong. It includes culture, people, process, new way of thinking. If the people don't adapt it, they don't like it, it cannot move very fast. Now even Germany are very worried. They are left behind because of their system do not adapt to digital transformation very quickly. Yeah? People tend to oppose digital transformation because they are afraid of losing their job, losing their power. Yeah? Some old leaders, they don't want to change because they are very afraid that they don't know about the technology, they are left behind, and then the young people take over their position. That is the reality. Yeah? That's why many countries, they oppose the change, the culture, traditional culture of opposing the digital transformation. I think that not just in Vietnam, everywhere. And in terms of theoretical review of transformation leadership, already very old, 30 years ago. But Bernard Bass, he talked about 4 factors. Yeah? The transformation leadership, it means you need to have idealized influence. Yeah, know how to influence the people. Yeah. Second, you need to inspire people to work. Third, that you need to create the intellectual stimulation. The people work, stimulate people to work intellectually. Yeah. Then the fourth, that it is the individual consideration. It means they need to consider the welfare of the people, the motive of the people, and then they work together very well. They call transformation leadership. Many people, they don't want to be transformation leadership because very tired. Because when you stimulate the people, they are very intelligent. You cannot control, you lose your power. If you don't transform yourself, you will lose your power. Because people have critical thinking, creative thinking, they are better than you. They will take over your position. That's why the people don't want to become transformation leadership. Yeah? But in business sector, if you don't transform yourself, you lose your business completely. Very quickly. Because you run multi-billion-dollar company. You don't change, you will lose your competition completely. That's why transformation leadership is very important for business sector. Maybe not very important for political sector, because politicians are a little bit conservative, yeah? And then the case of group, yeah? I met this guy, Ho Minh Hoàng, he's the president of the company. I interviewed him. From the $10 million starting point in 2015 to now they have a $7 billion of capital. He run the business, very small, young. At that time, people think that he's cheating, but I saw he's my friend also. I saw him growing very fast. He transformed everything, transformed the people around him, everything. He transformed his family, he transformed himself. He do exercise, he do everything. Emotion, thinking, physical, knowledge. Every day he talk with the people better than him, and then he learned. And then he moved the company from small company to $7 billion company very quickly. And even he's not interested in the political issue, communism. But he want to talk with Prime Minister. He learned the communism, ideology, Marxism, Leninism, so that he can talk with Prime Minister very well. And then he have good connection. He adapt everything to the new environment, yeah? Yeah, that's why he very successful. Yeah? Because many people, they don't like communism, and then they don't want to talk with Prime Minister, and then they lose their opportunity. Yeah? And then he used ideal influence. Every people he talk, he attract people, talented people. And then he motivate them. Not just money, intellectual, everything. And then he have created the intellectual simulation. He recruit the people from the advisor for Prime Minister, the think tank from Germany, from Britain. He learned everything, and then he capture to put the new idea for his company development. He have a connection in US, Europe, and China to do business. He's going to study about the train system in Germany. He will bring to Vietnam because he spent $50 billion on that project in the forthcoming year. And then he have individual consideration. Every people, he consider about their interests, their family, and then they make the people become loyal to him. That is the transformation leadership. Yeah, but he keep the relevant distance between him and his staff. Not too close, because too close you cannot tell them. Not too far, because it's too far. You cannot motivate them. If too close, they don't work very hard. They are not serious. They can abuse you. But too far, you cannot tell them. Yeah, that's why the transformational leadership, they need to keep the relevant distance between the leaders and employees. Otherwise, you fail. Yes, you see in the coronavirus, I measure profitability of his company, still increase, still positive. The sales still increase because he proved that he's number one in his industry, and then he can take the project, every project, the big project, all the way come to him. Because the politicians were worried that if they don't give the project to him, the project fail, and then they lose their face. That's why they need to give the project to him. In the transform leadership, you always try to be number one. Otherwise, you lose. Number two means nothing. In the transformation leadership, yeah. And then what are challenges? Yeah, he cooperated with Japanese, US, to create the company to make the own kind of technology, digital technology for road, transport, everything, architecture, everything, yeah. But he also have a face of sick problem. First, the legal challenge, very difficult. In Vietnam, we don't design the kind of legal system for digital transformation. That's sometimes very dangerous, not good. Yeah, how to protect property right. Yeah. Second, that another challenge that the need to protect internet property right, cyber security, and then especially control resistance within the company. Many people who follow him for 10 years, they cannot follow. They are left behind. How to deal with them? They create a special interest group to oppose his reforming process. That's not simple, yeah? Otherwise, because of digital transformation, we are in halfway of bankruptcy. And the fifth, that the lack of expertise, he doesn't know anything. He always invites the internal, external expertise to work together, yeah? And then they also need to integrate new digital solutions into existing system. Very complex process. From middle level, higher level, lower level, operational level. Otherwise, the whole system collapses. Yes, here we propose this model, yeah? At operational level, yeah? They need to have an information system, how to operate the infrastructure, and at management level, how to manage the system well, and executive level, how to build up the strategy, integrate digital transformation challenges into own the system, from the top to the end, and then we use the structural model to reflect that pyramid of decision making to clarify that without the whole system chain, from the top to the beginning, the company cannot be successful. I think including the SBI. If we don't change the people don't care about digital transformation, we are left behind. Because the China, they are very quick now in terms of digital transformation. And my concluding remark that transformation leaders should encourage employees to think creatively, enhance change the collaboration, and then they need to prioritize diversity, inclusion, and can lead to better decision making. And companies to do clear strategy that include the digital transformation, because many companies don't include, they just talk. And then the digital transformation require new skill, competence, you need a new training for the people here, so that people can adapt the new environment of digital transformation challenges, yeah? And fifth, that at the model of digital transformation also is create the logical principle for digital leadership, transformation leadership, that to ensure effective planning, implementation, evaluation of digital transformation initiative for the whole organization structure, from operational level, middle level, executive level, and then so that even the investor level, investor know the process, they put the money in your company, and then you become very successful. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.